We're joined now by the chief of the third largest police department in the country and one of the first major cities in the U.S. to be hit hard by the corona pandemic. Welcome to the program, Los Angeles Police Department Chief Michel Moore. Really appreciate you taking the time here. Your department's been hit hard by the virus, but you are at a point now where some who were infected are now actually back working. Tell us about it.
That's correct. We have 59 of our people who have tested positive for COVID-19. And at this point, 14 have recovered and are back on the street, on the front line, serving the citizens of Los Angeles. Of the 59 struck, 2 of them actually were not just hospitalized, but were placed in grave condition. Just a week ago, one of those was a detective and was not expected to survive. And I'm blessed to say that this afternoon, I welcomed his exit out of the St. John's Hospital here in Santa Monica.
Well, I think I speak for the entire LAPD nation when I say that that is a huge relief, and we are grateful to hear that kind of news. Now, you've seen a real crime plunge in Los Angeles. What types of calls are your officers seeing?
Well, we have seen about a 10% reduction in overall calls for service. We've seen a more than 20% reduction in all crime categories, with the exception of auto theft. And that's an area that we're looking at very closely right now to understand how has the role of the pandemic set the scenario to see an actual increase in the number of cars that are being stolen. What we believe in the early look into that is that there's a certain number of offenders that are being arrested. And because the jails we're thinning the jails out in an effort to protect people from picking up the coronavirus while incarcerated and keep others who are incarcerated from not being jeopardized with this virus, that they're going out and they're reoffending again. But overall, it's much safer in Los Angeles today as a result of a reduction in violent crime and property crime than it was just a short 6 weeks ago.
Let me ask you about the new rules that are in place with regard to, businesses and people congregating. How are you enforcing the new rules?
The vast majority of non-essential businesses, those operators have been responsible. They've shut down their businesses. It's coming to them at a tremendous cost. This pandemic has had such a devastating impact on our economy. And from a law enforcement standpoint, I'm thankful that most non-essential businesses have honored the directive. They recognize the importance of them shutting down in an effort to shorten the duration of this and also flatten the curve. There are instances, a sunny day here in LA, in which someone will want to visit Venice Beach, they want to go biking or strolling along a trail. And we're doing a lot of messaging and reinforcing that we need people to stay home. It's safer at home, and we need to exercise good social distancing. Let us weather this storm, get out of it, and get back to Southern California living.
Well, finally, let me tap into the experience that you've had, because LA was one of the first big cities to be hit hard by the virus. What advice would you give to other police departments who are now just seeing that rise in the number of COVID cases?
We've been watching closely the strategies of other parts of the country and the world of what provides for public health and safety. And from a law enforcement standpoint, we've made adjustments in our uniform attire, the way we handle radio calls, some of our desk operations and other non-essential functions. We've shuttered and downsized. We've moved a lot of officers to the front lines, if you will, putting them in the street so they can be seen, so that a community who's uncertain about the future can recognize that their police department is here for them. We're here to support and ensure their safety, and that we're going to get through this together. And it's a very challenging time in public safety. But the members of the public look to us for a steady hand. And I couldn't be prouder of the men and women of LAPD. It's the finest law enforcement agency in the world.
Chief, thank you very much for taking the time. I know how busy you must be, and thank you for what you do every day. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Take care.